get into some things today, honey, okay?
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Got some things to get off my chest.
Okay. And I do too. Cause
yeah, y'all go ahead, get comfortable. Go ahead, get your drinks, whatever you know. If you don't know, Peer Pressure Podcast, we smoke, we drink. Feel free to do you. But we definitely jump into some deep shit. So please don't expect nothing else.
About to get real heavy up in here, okay?
So welcome in to another episode of Peer Pressure Podcast. I'm Pressure, your host, and I have a special guest, one of the best in RVA, you know what I'm saying, the crayon cutie and things.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying, holding it down. That's Day Day, okay?
Hey y'all.
She is
AKA
out here doing
Cut Crease Bay. Follow me.
Okay,
Please
tell
follow
her.
that makeup page.
Blow it up, please.
Okay.
She deserves. She definitely deserves. Like,
thank you.
It's a lot of people out here that do makeup, you know. But there are people who beat faces. You know what I'm saying? It's only a few people that it's actually only 3 people that I would refer anybody to get their makeup done if you don't want to look like a drag queen. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And she's one of those people. That's all I was getting to. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me. As y'all can see, I didn't give a fuck. But nobody's lashes, makeup, nothing today. Y'all got some lip gloss. That's all I got for you. Hope you can appreciate it. But today's topic is really heavy, and I feel like it's gonna be some other people that's gonna want to jump in on this conversation. But I did want to get, y'all know I like to get other people's perspective. I like to invite other people to speak on subjects, especially if I know of your character and I feel like you as a person, even if you have an opinion that's not the same as mine, if I feel like you can add to the conversation, then I'm definitely, going to invite you. And, I'm not going to get into nobody's details, but I will say she and I met on some awkward terms, but it turned into like a 15-year friendship that ain't got nothing to do with the situation that started it all. So this conversation to me is a perfect conversation for us to be having together, just for that particular reason.
Right?
Like, because we were young, and to be that mature and to handle that situation the way we did, like, you taught me something about myself in that time, because I had been, you know what I'm saying, on the other side of situations before, and I ain't handle it like that. I was a little different.
Right. And the thing with that was, I was just like, okay, it's not her lying to me. It's not me lying to me. It's him lying to both of us, playing both sides. So why am I going to be, as a woman, mad at her when we're both in a situation where we're being hurt and we're being
manipulated and all that shit?
Right. So it was no point in me, being mad at you. And I always say that, like, before you get mad at the woman, find out her position on things. If she know nothing about you, it's because he is manipulating the situation to where you don't exist. So you need to make it where you don't exist for him. Like, don't sit up there and be the other woman and then be mad at her because you're the other woman. You're choosing to be the other woman. So you can't be
And people don't own them choices, baby. People don't be
Exactly.
owning them choices. And then later on, it be like, but you crushed me because I stayed and you knew how good of a woman I was. Like,
you knew how good of a woman
you knew how woman of what you were too. Exactly. If
Like,
you can tell him that, then you didn't. And like I said, I've been on both sides of the coin. Like, I have been the other woman and didn't know, and was like, bruh, like, you got me out here, like, what kind of shit? Like, because I knew if I told you the truth, you wouldn't go for it. Exactly. You knew it.
A woman on me, and it wasn't because I wanted to be. It was because he, again, manipulated the situation, made it something that it wasn't. And at that point, I was like, I'm already in love. Where the fuck am I going? Like, I'm not about to leave you alone just because you chose to lie.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to still do what I do, and you going to treat me with respect. That's what it's going to be. And you going to keep your baby mama in line. That's what you going to do because you chose this life. So now
Pretty
deal.
much. He
Period.
made the bed,
Like,
lay in it at this
and
point.
he did. And now guess where he at? Out there begging with the rest on.
Looking
Outside this
crazy.
nigga party trying to get in.
Listen, okay, so to the situation we were talking about, that person is still up to the same things with the same other people and all that stuff, married to somebody else and everything. And it's
Girl.
crazy because the wife is so scared of me because she took him from me. So, like, literally, our daughter is about to be 15 years old.
Right.
I've not touched that man since she was one, so almost
Right.
two.
Right. It's been a
So, ma'am, I done got married, divorced, another relationship broke up, all type of shit. Like, what are you talking about? I had two
girl.
other kids. Like,
They swear it always is the woman that wants the man. How many times have you seen it where wanting somebody else? Like, that's what you need to look at. Like, you don't need to be looking at it as, oh, this bitch after my man. No. What is my nigga doing to make her believe that she can be after him? Like,
and
no.
not only that, but also the woman does not owe you shit.
Nothing. She didn't make no promises
Even
to
if
you.
she fucking know, you know what I'm saying, that he got a girl. Now, if she's a friend of yours, a family member, some shit like that,
That's
then loyalty
when
comes into
there's
play.
something old.
But like, you know what I'm saying, I have a situation that I'm dealing with that somebody that I was cool with in high school, but we haven't been cool since high school. Like, not like we were beefing, but we just haven't talked like that. And they
Right.
deal with my ex. And it's like, it made me feel some type of way because they hit it.
Right.
But I don't really give a fuck.
At all. And that's
Because I
the
don't want
thing.
them. So if you want them, then yeah, you're going to feel some type of way. If you still attached, if you're still looking for something, if there's still a connection there, if y'all still lying to each other and other people about each other, then yeah, if y'all in that little cycle that people be in, then yeah, you're going to feel some type of way. But otherwise, if I left you, I probably don't give a fuck.
Listen.
If you move on. I probably want you to move on so you will leave me alone. Because that be the
Child,
problem.
listen.
Niggas don't know how
When
to
I say
detach.
I just went through this situation where the girl is basically ate my guts because I was with this man for 13 years. That's literally all she's mad at, our history. I'm like,
That's bad because
how
I
the
know who
fuck
you
can
talking
I
about. And that's so
control
sad.
how long we were together? I kept my nigga. That's what I do. Like, these niggas don't go nowhere until I say so. Like, girl, you ain't took shit from nobody. You ain't did shit. I ain't cheated with him, nothing, but you walking around mad. Why? Like, you need to let that hurt go, sis.
But
Like,
this
you really do.
is the thing. What does that stem from? What does that hurt stem from? Because that's the main issue for me. Why is it that you are at a point in your life that you have the man, but you're worried about who he dealt with before you?
Let me tell you what it comes from. It comes from pillow talking. It comes from him telling what we went through, what I supposed to have did, and all this other crazy ass shit that men like to do
And
to
see, that's the
manipulate.
shit that pissed me off too. Because
Exactly.
you're going to tell her your side. You're not going to tell her what led to me acting like that.
Exactly.
And then on top of that, you're going to make her feel at the end of the day, and I'm saying this as a woman who's experienced this too, like, damn, so this the bitch the reason that I can't get him to open up. She the reason I can't get this attention from him, or I can't get this version of him because of this bitch. So that builds resentment too. Like, y'all niggas be trying, y'all be playing women against each other, and then if it becomes a situation where there are children involved, do you want everybody to just get along? How, when you done spent the first 3 years you was dealing with her, telling her how I'm such a horrible bitch and I'm this, that, and the third.
Exactly.
And now that a baby involved and you want the kids to play together and us to take pictures and shit, now it's
everybody got to get along. It got to be kumbaya. Like, no.
What?
And then,
I hate this
but
bitch,
look,
and I don't even know her for real. I just know what you told me.
exactly. And then it's the trip thing. You had him, y'all had a baby, whatever. But you still mad at me. You still stalking my social handles. Why? You done got the nigga, let the nigga go, but still mad at me. Why?
So she not even with the
Not with
nigga.
him no more and still watching my social handles.
Okay,
Still watching.
so look, I'm about to start, you know what I'm saying, and this is very serious, but I'm about to start offering spiritual guidance and peer counseling. That's what I'm in school for and stuff. But like for real, because some of my sisters we need to talk.
Yeah.
We need to sit down and talk.
That's
Because
some
come
insecurity
on, sis,
within you.
that's wow. Like, you don't even want him, so why are you worried about me?
Baby, this girl went through 500 pictures.
You want to make sure that he
one
not.
Picture.
Yeah, that's because hey, I want you to know I was here. Mm-hmm. I'm watching. So if you post him, if you show that he with you, if he over there, because you don't want him for real, you just don't want him.
That's exactly
history, and you know the vibe here. But why are you hating on that? Why are you not trying to appreciate the energy that I provide? That's the thing. That's why I was saying about the situation which you taught me about me at an early age is like real recognize real. Straight the fuck up. That was the only way that I can really describe it. Like it is okay to recognize another woman's presence and her grace and her power and her energy. It's okay to accept the fact that, okay, I can see why he would be attracted to her, but they ain't got nothing to do with the contract and the bond and whatever agreement me and him had. So that's between me and him. But that don't take away, I don't have to bash her. I don't have to hate her. I don't have to be negative towards her because it's never been that energy word.
Exactly.
Never been that energy. And that person took me through a plethora of bitches.
Yes.
And I say bitches because that's how they carry themselves, like bitches.
Exactly.
She is not that. She's never been that. So it's crazy because that person brought it up to me years later. Like, I see that y'all was following each other and stuff. I'm like, yeah.
Right. Like,
and they're like,
how can you
be cool with her? Because she ain't did shit to me. Why would I not be cool with her? She a vibe. She do makeup. I don't know how to do makeup. I be trying to learn shit. Like, why would I not?
Exactly.
She out here grinding and fucking going through the same shit I'm going through with these fucking companies and not getting what you deserve and all that shit. Mm-hmm. We going through the same struggles. We out here doing that shit.
Yeah.
So why would I hate on her? What reason do I have other than the little girl and me not being settled and finding something in her that I need to address in me?
Exactly. And that's the thing. Men thrive off of us beefing over them. It feeds their ego. And that's what women don't understand. Men need to feel like their ego is fed in order to feel like men. Mm-hmm. And you're not a real man if that's what you feel. You're really not. Like, you got a lot of growing up to do if you feel like females beefing over you.
Exactly, like, especially at this big age. Girl, like, we at our mid-30s.
We
like,
damn near 40.
I just need to understand. Girl, like, this is the thing. I be reading these books for school and stuff, and I be looking at these different, you know what I'm saying, researching for papers and stuff, and it's just like, this has been going on since, like, forever. Like, y'all never caught up.
Yep.
Emotionally, y'all never caught the fuck up. And some of y'all intellectually will never catch the fuck up. And that's very sad to say, but y'all don't even have the ambition or the drive to do that.
Right.
Y'all just don't. Right. Y'all are content. But what I was really trying to get into with this topic, because we done went in, like, we definitely went in. But the topic is why. Excuse me, y'all, I'm getting over sinus infection. Y'all know this weather in Virginia is retarded right now.
Is the worst.
But it's why this is going to be a series, and the reason I'm doing it as a series is because I want to break down all aspects of the whys that I have. And the first why is, why don't women trust men, and why don't men trust women? And we were supposed to have some male guests join us and people, whatever. So we'll probably have to have men chime in on that part at a later time, because I did want to get both angles. But also, y'all know me, I don't think like normal women, quote unquote, the bullshit they be trying to say.
Right.
So I am going to give based on the testimonies that I've received from men personally, what I've heard as their perspective. And then also, on the other parts of the series, we're going to get into why children don't trust their parents. We're going to get into why people don't trust God like they should and don't hold on to faith like they should. We're going to get into why the world does not, like, the races don't trust each other. We're gonna get into, like, this is gonna be a deep series, because it's a lot of whys that need to be addressed and a lot of stuff that needs to be talked about and not swept under the rug and not ignored and not acting, you know what I'm saying, like it's not there and it's okay. No, we need all of that. Oh, okay, we got a male that want to join. Excuse me.
Oh, okay. Come on, join.
Come on with it. You
So
don't have
ladies,
to show your face if you don't want to. Just putting that out there for anybody who joins. The audio is fine.
For me, I feel like women don't trust men and vice versa. To me, it starts with the parents. Girls who have daddy issues do not trust men because of what their dad did to them. Your dad is supposed to be your first love, your first best friend, your first everything. And for a lot of girls, that's not the case. So when it's not the case, and when their dad has done some fucked up shit to them, like walk out, abandon them, that brings on other issues like abandonment and trust issues. And so that just trickles down when it comes to their relationship with other men. They just feel like, you just like my daddy. You ain't gonna do shit but do what he did anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, and on the male side of things, mommy issues is a real thing, and men really think it's not, but it is. If their mom is not showing them the love and affection that a woman is supposed to, or not teaching them how to love a woman or care for a woman, they're not gonna know how to do it. And that don't always come from the dad. That do not always come from the dad. If your mom is not that sensitive female, you're not gonna know what that feels like. And when you get it, you're gonna fuck it up because you're not used to it. So I feel like that's where it starts. And that's why things happen the way they happen, because I've noticed that a lot of girls with daddy issues go through a lot of men. And they just be like, oh, I'm so in love with him, then in love with him, and it's because they're scared of abandonment. And that's just how I feel it rolls.
Now, sir, can you introduce yourself? Because I don't know who you are. I've never met you before, but I'm open to all perspectives. And like I said, I wanted male perspectives, so that's perfect. But yeah, introduce yourself. If you have any businesses, any music, anything, whatever going on, let the people know that as well.
check me out, man. My name is Juan.
We can't hear you.
Yeah.
My fault. Y'all good? Y'all can hear me? Yeah, my name Bagley. From Virginia Beach. Y'all check me out for any household needs, anything like that. Y'all check me out, man. I'm real efficient and fast for my work. And what's up, mommy? Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. What's up? I'm about to thaw it out. Yeah, we still going. I apologize. But yeah, my name is Daquan. From the beach. I'm a handyman. I work pretty much. I mean, I got 3 daughters, so like being in their life is the most important for me. I tuned into y'all chat because I seen it was something that I wanted to hear y'all voices because y'all voices is important to the world. So if I got anything to say,
So
trust me, I'll tune
the
in.
question is, why do you feel like men don't trust women?
She hit it right on the nail. What's your
Day.
name in the bottom corner, mama?
Mm-hmm.
Days. Yeah, she hit it right on the nail. I really feel like a lot of women do have fatherhood issues, and if a man tries to come along and try to fix it, because knows what a woman went through from having a single mother, it's like a conflict because women just tend to butt heads at the end of the day, living amongst in the same room. It's, it's a battle, really. It's just a battle. Like until everybody wake the fuck up
Right.
for real. That's
It
how
definitely
the
is. Like
Bible
for me,
read.
y'all know I speak from my perspective, and then I speak from what I, the knowledge that I've gained. So originally for me, I would be labeled as a girl that had daddy issues. You know what I'm saying? So I ran with that. Like, okay, this is why I feel the way I feel. And I didn't just go resort to dating everybody. I went to feeling like I had to be in a relationship. So
Right. That's what I'm
I would
saying.
accept
They
like, but
clingy.
I became clingy. Instead of me just going to be promiscuous with everybody, I would just cling to one person for years that I knew wasn't right for me, but they reminded me of my dad and my mom relationship.
Yep.
Every single one of them. Like the first one that we were talking about, his birthday is 2 days before my dad's birthday. My mom's birthday is 5 days before mine. It's the exact same couple. It was never meant to be. I watched that growing up, and I chose to cling to that because that's what I knew. It was
New.
familiar,
Exactly.
but it was
Learn
not what I wanted.
behavior.
But I was too young to know that. But I just wanted out of the situation that was already going on around me so bad that I just jumped. And then I landed into a situation that was the other part of that relationship that I didn't want, which was DV.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went into a relationship that it wasn't the DV, it wasn't any cheating. So I thought I had it made, but it was the lack of financial responsibility and protecting and providing for the family. Where my mom is still to this day working 3 jobs, and it's always been that way. And that man did not work.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
was me
It's
in my marriage.
behavior. It's
So then
learned
it's like,
behavior.
I really realized like I literally went through their relationship in 3 relationships trying not to take on their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I also learned towards the end of my marriage that my issue wasn't daddy issues, it was mommy issues.
Yes. Females
Because
have
my mom
mommy
was
issues too.
always working.
Yep.
So I was the woman in the house. I had to take on that responsibility, and I resented her for that. But also, it was the same thing that my grandmother did to her and that my grandmother's mom did to her. So it's been a generational curse. I'm the only one breaking it. I broke in several generational curses just by me graduating without having a baby. I broke a 7-generation curse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Definitely
and I
learn
barely
that's
made
tough.
it. I got pregnant at 19, so I barely made it. So, but it's like, I realized it can be all of that. It doesn't have to just be daddy issues or mommy issues. And then I ran into men that had mommy issues and didn't realize they had mommy issues. And
Yep.
especially the last situation, like him and his mom are codependent on each other.
Mm-hmm.
However, that's because they're the black sheep of their family. Everybody else is progressed in life and they're settled, they married, they got land, they got their degrees and all that stuff. But him and his mom are the only ones who aren't as settled as the rest of the family, that the family always has to provide for, always has to look out for. They ain't never able or don't have for whatever is going on that the family want to do.
Right.
So me being the woman that I am, I'm going to get it. Oh, that's what the
Right.
family doing? Well, it might be harder for us to do it, but we ready to go fucking do it.
Right.
And it was like, he would be like, oh, you got it. Instead of standing beside me like, all right, we got it.
We
It was just
got
like, all
it.
right,
Right.
you do it.
And that's
And it was
another
like,
thing we
what
do
the
too.
hell? And
Right.
that's where my trust issues came in that situation. It was like, no, you're not cheating on me. Yeah, you coming home every day, but you don't never have your money. You working,
Right.
you making more than me, you working more hours than me, all that stuff. I'm catching rides to work because you taking the car, all types of shit, sacrifices
Yeah.
that I'm making.
Make it.
And then when it comes down with, and on top of the fact we're going 50-50, even though
Right. Right. Uh-oh. She froze on my side.
Mine too.
Oh man.
We can't hear you, love. We can't hear
You froze and
you.
we nope, we can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Mute us and then turn us back on and see if
I'm gonna have to edit that out. But yeah, people always causing me to have to edit some shit. I'm tired. No, no, I love my baby. Purepressha is my baby, and I'm fine with it. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all a tidbit as far as my perspective because, like I said, I understand both sides. Like I've been around women that had mommy and daddy issues, and I've been the woman that has mommy and daddy issues, both. Like not just
yep.
one, not
Yep.
exclusively or the other.
Definitely
Like
can be that.
became a people pleaser because I always wanted my mom to be pleased by me, and she was never satisfied. She still ain't satisfied, but whatever. Now I don't care because I'm here to please me and my children.
Right.
But and God before anybody. I don't. Anyways,
Right.
but that's a whole different subject. But seriously, like I realized like I was really doing that for other people. Like, come on, like me. Look, I'm enough. Look, I can do this. I do everything. Like I can do it. Look,
Right.
because that's what I always did at home. I had to do that because it was never enough. And then it's like I graduated a year early with an advanced diploma with all types of awards and all types of fucking offers and stuff to school, scholarship paid for, all that. And I wanted to go to one school and my mom ain't let me go, so I ain't go nowhere. And now I'm just about to graduate next month.
Well, congratulations.
So I call
It's
myself
never
trying to
too
punish
late.
her and punish myself.
Right.
Because I could have been
But
that.
it's never too late. At least you went back and, you
Yes.
It took me growing the hell up though. Like, and when
right.
people say grow up, like, I mean, like, grow up, like, come on, bro. Like, did you not going to school? What for you to speaking, like, what you like, you're harming your child more than you helping by keeping your child away from their father. You're keeping your mother
Right.
away. Like, you're supposed to be there to support them and guide them. They need all those pieces. If they did not need all those pieces, there wouldn't be those pieces if
Right.
there was no intention for them.
Now listen, when I say it's been so many times where people have grown up and realized like this is, and like you just said, parents was doing, and that's another reason why I feel like things, they feel like that toxic environment is right. They feel like, okay, my mama and daddy did this. This is all I know. So this is what it's supposed to look like. If he hit me, he loved me because that's what my daddy did to my mama. If he cussed me out, it's because he cared. If he leave and keep coming, it's because he loved me. Hey, if you're raised in a healthy environment where they love each other, where they doing things, when they can't get it right, you were raised in toxic environments.
And also, it has something to do with your parents as well, in the fact of there are a lot of what I was saying is like also like parents be telling their kids to stay in toxic situations because that's what make them comfortable, because they feel like you're supposed to just stick it out. And I have experienced that too. Like, as a parent, you cannot push that on your child because that's what you believe. You should be telling your child, do what makes you happy, and genuinely mean that.
Or genuinely tell them, like, hey, this is unhealthy, you need to get out.
Yeah.
Because just sticking it out with somebody because of the history you got with them is a learned toxic behavior.
And that's why I'm saying that's why I said say do what makes you happy, because it's not giving judgment, and it's still giving guidance. Because if they know they're not genuinely happy in that situation, they need to remove themselves. If you know what I'm saying, and don't make them feel like, oh well, you're giving up and you just gonna be, nobody's gonna want you, this, that, and the third. Like, that's the worst thing that you can do. And I had to work myself through that situation of feeling like, damn, like, you care about this nigga that I brought around you more than you care about your child. Like, and it also made me realize as well, but like I said, that was a learned behavior from her, you know what I'm saying, from her situation and what she grew up in, her upbringing, that she didn't let go of, that she didn't heal. So I just chose to do different. Like, I'm not with it. If you ain't happy, if my baby girls, my son ain't happy, look, if it ain't working.
And then that's another thing. Like, if it's not working, it's not because of something that either of y'all doing wrong. Y'all just may not be the right people for each other. So why not just separate versus wasting years and years of your life with somebody that you're unhappy with just because you feel like, oh, I gotta stick it out, or I gotta
that obligation is going to do nothing but kill and separate.
Exactly.
It's going to kill any energy that y'all might possibly still be able to hold on. You may never know, you may come back to each other later at a different time. It might just not be the right time. It might be the right person, but not the right time.
That is a real thing.
Like,
that is real.
There are people that, you know, that may come back in your life later on that you may be more prepared for, and they may be more prepared for you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, people need to learn the art of detachment.
Exactly. And
when
it's
I
not
say people, I'm talking about myself as well, because I struggle with that. It's hard. Like, when you love something for real, somebody for real, man, listen.
5 years of knowingly being the other woman has drained me. Okay? Drained me. Like, I don't ever want to be in love by myself again. Ever. Like, that shit tore me to pieces. And then on top of me being in love by myself, you went and had 2 kids. So now my trust issues is even worse because you did exactly what you told me you wouldn't do.
Everything you said you wouldn't do.
Exactly. So now it's like, I done told you what I've been through, told you what I didn't want to feel again, and you did that plus more. This man, he gonna catch all that. Cause where you going? What you doing? Why she over here? Why you at your baby mama house? I'm gonna ask all of these questions because of what you took me through.
And now I have to relearn myself, relearn my power, relearn my energy and my capabilities and what my boundaries are, and all of that all over again.
And then that's another thing too. What people need to stop doing is getting upset with somebody for setting boundaries with you. If they set boundaries, it's because of what they've been through, and you need to respect those boundaries. Like, you can't be like, oh, she don't fuck with me because she won't do such and such and such. No, I'm setting my boundaries so that I don't go through the same thing again. That's why this boundary is set. It's not because
and not even just so I don't go through it again. So I don't go through it, period.
Exactly.
If I have a boundary set, some boundaries,
at that point.
Some things I just don't want to experience. Even if I haven't experienced them, this is here so that, okay, maybe it'll be removed at a later time. Maybe it got time frame on it or whatever. But whatever it is, it's my boundary. And if you care to be a part of my life and the energy that is pressure, then you're going to have to accept this boundary. Or because you can remove yourself. That is
Exactly.
always
At
an option.
any
I had to
time.
tell somebody that today, like, you free ass man. Like, you can do whatever you like.
Trying to
I do not own you. You're not my man. We ain't married. We ain't got no kids. We don't have no businesses. We
no.
ain't got no contracts with nothing.
And that's what another thing I be saying, like a lot of men think that sex defines everything about a woman, and it
No,
does
but hold on.
not.
And sometimes people think that just because y'all have had conversations, you could have never even had sex.
There you go.
And they feel like that you're going to accept any and everything. That's not
Mm-hmm.
it's not how to go.
It's not at all. And then when y'all have grown up conversations and say, hey, okay, what are we doing? Whatever we say that we're doing at that point is what we need to do, because that's when the trust issues start to happen.
Mm-hmm.
When you start trying to do something other than what you told me you would want to do, my trust is out the window at that point, because why are you trying to do this when we already set this boundary? Now I can't trust
Exactly.
you because
Because
you're
at the
trying to
same
cross
time,
my boundary
and then you had every opportunity at that conversation
to
to
say what
say
you
what you really wanted.
want.
You acted like this was what you wanted. So now you're mad at me for expecting you to do
Having
what you told me you were gonna do.
expectations. That is another thing we need to stop doing. Do not get mad at somebody for having expectations for what boundaries you set. If you set that boundary, they're going to have certain expectations of you. If
Mm-hmm.
you say, I'm your girl, I love you, blah, 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 they're going to want you to live up to that. They're going to want you to rub their back. They're gonna want you to call and check on them
Mm-hmm.
all day, every day. They're gonna want to have sex with you whenever they want to. But when you say, nigga, I am single, you're
Mm-hmm.
not my man, you're not my husband, we have no ties, we're doing this strictly for fun, you can't get mad because I set the expectation. I did. I told you I didn't want nothing serious. So why are you expecting something serious? And
You
we do
cannot
that too.
expect your actions to change someone's feelings.
Exactly. And we do that too. We feel like because, oh, if I do exactly what he expecting me to do or what he looking for, he gonna make me his girlfriend. No. No. Do not be something that you're not. If he want a wife, he'll make you one. If he
Period.
want a girlfriend, he's gonna give you that title. But until he does, don't go doing girlfriend and wife shit.
I
Don't go
promise you, babe.
goddamn bringing this nigga
Because you're
lunch to
going to be
work
drawn, what
and
you're going to be doing is drawing on your own
ex-
boo-boo the fool makeup. Remember the bozo makeup we was talking about in the beginning? That's what
exactly.
you,
You gonna put that big ass red nose on your face by doing all that shit. Cause I did it. I was getting out my bed 3 hours early to make sure this man got to work on time. I was getting out my bed at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning to go take him something to eat because he worked overnight. I was picking him up from the jail when he got out, having sex with him whenever he wanted to. And you know what he did? Still went and did what the fuck he wanted to do. Still ain't commit to me. So what the fuck am I doing all of this for? So
mm-hmm,
now when I meet a man, we're gonna set these boundaries right here, right now. Do not
mm-hmm,
expect no sex because you're not my man. We're not doing that. Unless you're ready to say, hey, okay, let's see where this goes. Don't
mm-hmm,
expect sex from me. Don't expect me to talk to you every day because I'm not about to get comfortable with talking to you every day. And then when I can't talk to you, I'm pissed. I'm not about to put myself through that misery. So don't expect
and
it.
then the thing about it is like, that's the thing. Like, I realized that people, and it's not just men, it's not just women. That's why I say people.
People.
Um, they ask for people to be honest and upfront. And
Mm-hmm.
then when they honest and upfront, later on, you just come up with your own
Perception of shit.
of what it was that they
Mm-hmm.
meant. And then when they don't uphold to what you put together, then it's like, you breaking my heart. You don't, whoa, pause.
Right. I'm not breaking shit. You breaking your own heart by having expectations of me that I told you not to set in the first place. I'm telling you where to set your expectations by giving you my truth and my feelings and where I stand on things. So once I do that, what you do from there is completely on you. If that nigga tell me I don't want nothing serious, okay. So we gonna keep it at a friend level. I talk to you whenever I talk to you, my nigga. Peace. Like, I'm not about to be sitting here on the phone with you for hours, making sure you good. And I'm not doing all that. As your friend, I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna cheer you on if we doing the friend thing. But outside of that, I'm not giving you nothing else. And I had a male get upset with me because he asked me to come rub his back, and I said no. That's girlfriend activity. You think I'm about to drop what I'm doing to come rub your back and I'm not your girl, and you continuously tell me that you don't want a relationship with me? Are you fucking stupid? No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. He literally won't talk to me to this day because I told him that.
It's somebody upset because basically they told me they didn't want a relationship. Okay, cool. So I hit them up. I hit them up for sex when I feel like it. If I feel like I want to fuck on you, I'm a single woman. If I feel like I want to fuck on you,
because I'm single,
and you answer the phone and you say yes, then I'm a fuck on you. And it was like that's crazy. Like, how I haven't heard from you since then. Like, why is it crazy? You don't want a relationship. So what we doing? Because I already did that. Like, I was. Here we go. Hello?
don't nobody got time. Can you hear
Can
me?
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
But yeah, like, I'm not doing that. I did it. I'm not.
Yeah.
Girl, I am about to close this up because they're going to be kicking us off in a minute because it's going to be an hour and I have time. I really appreciate you for coming through, for sticking to your word. I definitely,
actually,
I appreciate that. I like to keep it, you know what I'm saying, kind of casual so people can feel comfortable.
Right.
But y'all definitely go follow her and support her makeup page, book, okay? Don't just follow, book.
Yes.
When y'all see her say, blow it up, blow it up. Rayon Case Cutie, okay? Tell them again, tell them your Instagram page.
So it is _Bae. That's _BAE is my makeup page. And y'all can follow me on my personal page if y'all like, which is the page that I'm on right now, which is Best Day Ever.
All right. So I will definitely have this, you know what I'm saying, edited and out for y'all by Sunday at 12 noon. Y'all know it will also be on My Beat 94.7 FM on TuneIn Radio. So tap in, you know what I'm saying, if you missed the full, you know what I'm saying, podcast episode. Many other episodes are also available on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcasts and Google and Amazon, all that. Okay. So tap in if you haven't already.